is News 3 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. Eric has the night off. The next 24 hours could get rather messy with another storm system moving into the area, and tomorrow's commute will likely be impacted. As a result, the Madison School District says all of its facilities will be closed tomorrow and virtual learning is also canceled. Several other districts are also closing or delaying start times. That information will be scrolling on the bottom of your screen. And let's go to meteorologist Dana Fulton now with a look at our first warn forecast.
Right now, the wind is starting to pick up out here on the patio, but we don't have anything falling just yet. After what was a very cold start to the day, I hope you were able to enjoy a little bit of sunshine. Because we are expecting quite a cloudy and active pattern, at least for the next few days. Right now, all of that mixed precipitation still off to the west. We may be seeing a few spots of freezing drizzle starting up in parts of Richland and Crawford and Grant counties, but still the southwest corner of the state. The bulk of that is really going to build in closer to midnight. So I know I usually don't show future track early on, but let's get right to the timing of this. It builds in after midnight. Early tomorrow morning, some of you are really going to have icy roads early on. Some areas might not see that building in until we get closer to 7, 8 o'clock, but it all transitions over to consistent, steady snow and light freezing rain through the late morning and into the afternoon. So road conditions are going to rapidly deteriorate as the system builds in. Likely transitioning over to flurries later in the evening before those flurry chances start to clear out later on in the day. Again, those road conditions are something that we're really going to keep a close eye on. Right now, things do look smooth as the precipitation is still well off to the west, but it's something that we will be monitoring very closely tomorrow. I'm going to take a closer look at the ice accumulations expected for tomorrow and what comes after the system in just a few minutes, Charlotte.
Dana, thank you. Ahead of tomorrow's storm, several southern Wisconsin communities are declaring snow emergencies. So far, they are Beloit, Lodi, Clinton, Marshall, Portage, Partyville, and Sun Prairie. We have the specifics for each on our website, channel3000.com. The Madison Streets Division says it is preparing for what it is calling a significant and challenging winter event. Now, according to a release, as soon as the snow starts sticking to the roads, trucks will be out plowing and salting the main thoroughfares. It also says tomorrow morning's commute will likely be slippery, so make sure to give yourself extra time to get anywhere. As of now, they do not know if enough snow will fall to trigger another citywide plowing effort. And if you are going to be away from your TV, be sure to check out our free Channel 3000 weather app for all of your local weather information and forecasts on the go. As we brace for these frigid, cold temperatures, groups in the community are preparing to protect the city's most vulnerable. The city's men's homeless shelter is loosening restrictions so no one is turned away, while another group is out on the ground trying to get people into shelters. Madeline O'Neill is live with how they're trying to keep everyone warm. Maddie?
Catalyst for Change, which began last year, is a group contracted by the city to do mediation work with those without homes, going downtown into encampments to try and connect them with services. When it's this cold and getting colder, that work is more important than ever.
Right now, we're really struggling and it's really cold.
With even colder temperatures on the way, Chloe Hausman tells us she isn't just worried about herself.
Some of us might literally pass away.
But others living in tents instead of homes, as she's been since June after losing her job.
Especially now that COVID hit, it's not a choice.
It's absolutely dangerous.
Michael Moody braves the cold at night too.
I am layered up.
Warming up to the people here struggling with homelessness.
So that they have the ability to trust us to help them.
Moody is a co-founder of Catalyst for Change.
So propane for heaters for the tents.
Bringing services, supplies, and outreach to encampments like this.
Now it's coming out and saying, hey, do you know what the weather's like?
While trying to connect people with shelters.
Offering those services until they're ready. We've had a couple people this week that, we thought would never go in, finally like, yep, it's just too cold.
No one will be turned away.
During the frigid cold, Madison's overnight emergency shelter for men run by Porchlight is opening its doors a bit early and loosening restrictions, allowing even those who are suspended protection from the elements.
It's very important because obviously we have One night coming up, it's going to be 20 below with the wind chill.
Drop-in shelter director Preston Patterson says shuttles will take men from the day center at the Beacon to this overnight shelter, where they expect a population increase of about 20 to 25%.
We have more than enough space here.
That's a message Moody is spreading.
A little more forcefully trying to convince them that it's in their best interest.
While doing his part to make sure no one's left out in the cold.
My plan is just to hopefully get into a shelter, as I said. If not, really hunker down under a bunch of blankets.
The Salvation Army shelters single women and families. Community groups are also talking about how to keep those who don't choose to go into shelters warm and during this cold. Porchlight says they'd happily accept any donations of new warm clothes like jackets or boots. We have more information on that on our website.
Thank you, Maddie. COVID cases in Wisconsin have increased the last 2 days, but still remain below the 7-day average. State health officials confirmed 1,177 new cases of the virus today, including 14 new deaths. Nearly 30,000 people in Wisconsin have received the COVID-19 vaccine in the past 24 hours. In all, around 2% of Wisconsin's total population have received both of their COVID-19 vaccinations. SSM Health is now the latest local health care provider to expand its vaccination effort. They say on January 25th, it started vaccinating patients ages 75 and older, and just today expanded that to 65 and older. Patients in this age group will receive scheduling instructions through MyChart, mail, or email. Patients without access to those options can call one of SSM's 3 hotlines to schedule an appointment, and we have those numbers on channel3000.com. The Boys and Girls Club of Dane County donated 250,000 face masks to the Madison Metropolitan School District today. The district also received more than 75,000 bottles of hand sanitizer. In December, the Boys and Girls Club received 1 million face masks donated by Ford Motor Company and 1 million bottles of hand sanitizer donated by UPS. The local dance studio, facing more than $23,000 in fines for violating a public health order, is now suing Public Health Madison-Dane County. A Leap Above dance studio was cited 119 times for violating mass gathering orders during a performance in December. An attorney for the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty claims the studio was allowed to do this under the order because the recital was a youth event and not a sport. The attorney also claims the studio only lets small groups of dancers in at a time, not all at once. Public Health's complaint does not indicate that was the case. The majority of Americans have not been happy with how the U.S. is handling the pandemic. That is according to a new Pew Research Center survey. Just 41% of those surveyed approved of how the country was dealing with the crisis. Still, 67% of those asked said they were optimistic about the country's ability to handle future crises. Researchers in the UK say the Astrazeneca vaccine may show promise in helping slow the spread of COVID-19, and President Biden's nearly $2 trillion COVID relief package takes a step forward as Republicans seek a lower-priced compromise bill. Natalie Brand has the latest.
A new study shows a single dose of AstraZeneca's COVID vaccine is 76% effective and may actually slow transmission of the deadly virus. But it could be months before the vaccine, co-developed with Oxford University, is approved here in the U.S.
We found there was a big reduction in people being infected with coronavirus. And because they were not infected, they can't go on and transmit to other people.
The U.S. has distributed 56 million doses of Pfizer and Moderna vaccines, but less than 34 million doses have been administered. On Wednesday, California Governor Gavin Newsom and the Biden administration unveiled plans to open mass vaccination sites in Los Angeles and Oakland to help underserved communities.
We really need to do much better. Unfortunately, Black Americans are getting vaccinated at only about half the rate of white Americans. That needs to improve.
And FEMA says it's deployed personnel to a dozen states to bolster vaccination efforts.
Here at the White House, President Biden called into a House Democratic meeting and met in person with Senate Democratic leaders as negotiations continue over his COVID relief package.
I think we'll get some Republicans.
But House and Senate Democrats have also taken steps to move forward with or without Republican support.
there's agreement, universal agreement. We must go big and bold.
If it goes forward without any changes from what was originally proposed, I would predict that not a single Republican will support the $1.9 trillion plan.
Sources tell CBS News the president expressed a willingness to be flexible on some of the numbers in his proposal, but would insist on $1,400 direct relief checks, though suggested he would be open to targeting the aid to reach those who need it most. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
New COVID-19 cases and hospital admissions are declining nationwide, but the virus has killed about 450,000 Americans. The CDC says another 80,000 could die by the end of this month. The impeachment trial of former President Trump is set to begin on Monday. Today, hundreds of congressional staffers are asking the Senate to convict him. The plea was made in an open letter signed by more than 370 staffers. Organizers say the signatories come from more than 100 House offices, 15 Senate offices, and 10 different committees. Gun sales hit a new record in January. Gun merchants sold more than 2 million firearms last month. That's a 75% increase compared to January 2020. According to the National Shooting Sports Federation, it's not unusual to see a surge in gun sales when a Democratic president gets elected. It happened in 2008 and 2012 when Barack Obama, but the trade group says the fear of social unrest after the Capitol insurrection also played a role. Wisconsin prosecutors are asking a judge to issue a new arrest warrant for Kyle Rittenhouse, the now 18-year-old accused of shooting 3 protesters in Kenosha this summer, 2 of them fatally. They filed a motion today alleging Rittenhouse violated his bond after he failed to inform them that he moved, preventing the court from monitoring his whereabouts. The motion also asks the judge to issue an arrest warrant and increase his bail by $200,000. Prosecutors in Northeastern Wisconsin have charged a teenager who was still on the run in a fatal shooting at the Fox River Mall in Grand Chute. According to a complaint, 17-year-old Desmond Ellis was at the mall with his girlfriend when they ran into her ex-boyfriend, 19-year-old Giovanni Frausto. Witnesses told police there was an argument. Then Ellis pulled out a gun and shot Frausto. Still to come tonight, we'll check in with Dana Fulton again for an update on tomorrow's storm and the bitter cold that will follow. And later, the Milwaukee Brewers reportedly making a big off-season pickup. We'll have that story for you later in sports.
Looking for a sofa? Looking for a chair? You haven't shopped furniture in Madison until you've shopped Dwellings, Madison's best-kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous new showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Hurry to get $7,250 in total savings on a Built Ford Tough F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
Ready to move on from workouts like this? Now through February 11th, join Planet Fitness for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. With all this variety, you can move it in our clean and spacious clubs. And use the crowd meter in our app for the best time to visit, so you can work out with plenty of room to move. America, your fitness is essential. Join for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. Deal ends February 11th.
5 Madison area locations. Sign up for $10 a month. Stop in today.
Love lower than low prices? Then get more ways to save at Pick and Save, where you can find personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. All for prices that are lower than low. On food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
At U.S. Cellular, we're building a powerful 5G network that works without interruption in the places you wouldn't expect. And with every plan at U.S. Cellular, you get access to 5G at no additional charge. So no matter where you are, U.S. Cellular's network always keeps you connected in the places you need it most. At U.S. Cellular, all of our plans include 5G and get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. U.S. Cellular.
Looking for a sofa? Looking for a chair? You haven't shopped furniture in Madison until you've shopped Dwellings, Madison's best-kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous new showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Waiting for your turn to receive the COVID vaccine? Where you live may be as crucial as the vaccination phase you fall into.
I think there's pros and cons to being in an urban area versus a rural area.
News 3 Now explains why. Thursday at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. The Department of Justice is dropping a discrimination lawsuit against Yale University. The DOJ announced the move in its brief filed in a Connecticut federal court today. Back in October, the Justice Department under then Attorney General William Barr sued the school. They accused Yale of discriminating against white and Asian American applicants. The U.S. Supreme Court agreed today to postpone 2 cases related to immigration. One of the cases deals with the legality of funding the construction of the border wall. The other is about keeping non-Mexican immigrants in Mexico until their court dates in the U.S. The Biden administration's Justice Department asked for the delays. President Biden has already signed executive orders aimed at stopping border wall construction and ending the Remain in Mexico policy. More local news now. A Fitchburg church is giving away thousands of pounds of food to those who need it. The City on a Hill Church is helping distribute 35,000 pounds of food. It's part of the Farmers to Families program, which helps support struggling farmers and feed Wisconsinites who are affected by the pandemic. The pastor says they plan on doing this again on February 20th. A Madison organization that specializes in outdoor events is celebrating Black History Month by making sure the outdoors is inclusive and accessible. The Hoofers Council is a group of UW-Madison students and community members. This year, the group is focusing on breaking down systemic barriers. Organizers say their goal is to make outdoor events less daunting and more financially accessible.
As a predominantly white institution that is working to become more inclusive and more accessible is really celebrating the identities that aren't always represented, because if you only celebrate the ones that are represented, no one else will feel welcome.
Hoofers is working on a grant program to allow anyone to join, regardless of their financial standing. The organization was planning on attending the Winter Carnival, but events have been postponed due to the cold weather. And for details on that cold weather, here's meteorologist Dana Fulton.
Here with some bad news if you're not such a fan of winter. We've got a lot going on. Icy but pretty sunrise, a nice orange hue in the sky early this morning, especially near the lakes. Now we have several winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings right around the corner. These winter weather advisories extending through the day tomorrow until noon on Friday, generally for much of our area. Winter storm warnings to the north, winter storm warnings to the south. Right now the moisture is still off to the west, but it is quickly moving in. Might have a few freezing drizzle spots already for parts of Richland, Crawford, and Grant counties. As we get closer to midnight, likely still going to see a few more of those freezing drizzle spots, but the bulk of the moisture really moves in later in the early morning, closer to our morning commute. That means that morning commute is going to be really messy. Some areas might already have a thin layer of ice. Others will be seeing that precipitation coming down during the morning commute. Temperatures through the day, generally in the mid to low 30s. We're going to hold pretty steady, so that's going to make this mixed precipitation continue through the afternoon in spots. Some areas will only see snow. Others, again, are going to see these spotty areas with a sleet and freezing drizzle mixing in. This is going to continue through the afternoon and evening, so the evening commute is also going to be quite messy outside. Roads at that time will not be cleaned up. Some of the major arteries might be okay, but the side roads, certainly concerned about them, and the rural roads as well. And we're still going to have this precipitation coming down through the evening commute. Overnight, this transitions over to flurries by Friday morning. Maybe a few flurries lingering, and it's more of a concern of blowing and drifting snow. So the Friday morning commute likely a little messy outside also. Notice those high temperatures on Friday. We'll generally be in the mid to low teens, so a chilly afternoon on Friday, but the really cold temperatures will build in Friday night. Snowfall totals about 3 to 6 inches. It's going to be a little bit to get things cleaned up with the snow, especially those areas that do have a thin layer of ice beneath. And generally, we're hovering around up to 1/10 of an inch of ice accumulation. This ice kind of picking up a little bit on our models. It seems like north of the Dells, we have the best chance to see minor ice accumulations, and any little bit on the roads is going to make things messy and harder to get cleaned up. So we have alert days in the forecast for Thursday and Friday morning, because again, I think your Friday morning commute is likely going to be a little messy outside. Then as we look ahead and our next several day outlooks, unfortunately my map not loading for us, but we are in for quite a cold stretch. This weekend and next week, we are expecting temperatures for our overnight lows to stay below zero, wind chills down to 35 below. Single digit high temperatures, wind chills will stay below zero through the day. So it's a stretch where we certainly need to stay bundled up and stay inside if you can. High temperatures tomorrow will be in the mid to low 30s. That's going to lead to that mixed precipitation in the afternoon, as well as 3 to 6 inches of snow accumulating and breezy conditions expected as well. Several alert days in the forecast, and I know it's winter, I know it's February, but when we have temperatures in the single digits and overnight lows well below zero, it is an alert day at this point. It is dangerous to be outside, and it's important that we keep an eye on each other. The cold weather is going to extend through the work week, and even as we look ahead to the following weekend and we see a mild warm up in those temperatures, afternoon highs will only hop up to the mid to upper teens, and those overnight lows will only start to reach closer to zero. That's a quick look at our forecast.
All right, Dana, thank you. Up next in sports, the Olympic Committee says this summer's games will happen no matter what, and they lay out some of the preliminary rules for the competing athletes. We'll take a closer look when we return.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
3 days only, shop the biggest appliance sale of the year at Grand Appliance. Save on early President's Day price drops combined with Grand exclusive rebates worth up to $700 off top appliance brands. Get unbeatable deals like this Frigidaire 4-piece stainless steel package for just $16.88 after rebate, February 4th, 5th, and 6th, exclusively at Grand Appliance. Shop grandappliance.com or a store near you. Grand Appliance and TV, trusted since 1930.
Dear Winter, I'm coming. My squad of 15 vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of my game, so you better bundle up. Toyota.
Right now, get $1,500 customer cash on a new 2021 Highlander Hybrid. Visit Toyota.com to learn more. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At American Family Insurance, we've always protected more than what you drive. We've protected and supported the dreams that drive you. Right now, that means extending our 10% savings on auto premium for all current and new auto customers through March, so you can get a little closer to your dream. Whether your dream is discovering new roads and new limits, or supporting that dream. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Finding the perfect pillow can be overwhelming. So many cheap pillows out there. Are you really getting the quality and support you need for a great night's sleep? That's why Denver Mattress turned to a neurosurgeon.
I've been recommending Doctor's Choice for 20 years. And while finding a great mattress is important to a healthy, restorative sleep, you also need the right pillow. The Doctor's Choice pillow by Denver Mattress is the only pillow that I use and recommend to my patients.
So follow the doctor's orders with the Doctor's Choice pillow. Packed with hypoallergenic down alternative microfiber and made in the USA at our very own Denver Mattress Factory.
The Doctor's Choice pillow provides the ultimate neck riddling comfort and support. And for a limited time, when you buy one Doctor's Choice jumbo pillow, you get the second free. That's right, 2 pillows for only $69.99 plus free shipping.
And every pillow comes with our 365-night Better Sleep Guarantee. Shop in-store or online and get your Doctor's Choice pillow today.
But hurry, this offer won't last.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. The Milwaukee Brewers are reportedly adding a Gold Glove defender in their infield. Multiple media outlets are reporting the Brewers are signing second baseman Colton Wong to a 2-year, $18 million contract. Wong has spent the first 8 years of his career with the St. Louis Cardinals. The Brewers have not yet officially announced the signing. The International Olympic Committee says this summer's games will go on no matter the pandemic situation. Today, the committee released its first guidelines for the delayed Tokyo Games. Now officials have started outlining what the games playbook will look like.
It will give information regarding how we will deal with positive cases in terms of identifying them, isolating if necessary, and of course, treating. In line with what was discussed with the NOCs in the briefing we conducted at the end of January, we will not be having vaccination as an obligation for participation to the Games.
The committee says athletes will also be tested several times before they leave their country, when they arrive in Tokyo, and at least once every 4 days thereafter. Despite a pandemic that forced many changes this season, Super Bowl 55 is kicking off this Sunday. The Kansas City Chiefs face the hometown Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And as Skylar Henry reports, many hometown fans are ready to watch their team make Super Bowl history.
The city of Tampa never lost faith that Super Bowl 55 would be played this year, even with the coronavirus raging.
We've hosted during the Gulf War. We hosted during the recession in 2009. And now, obviously, we have the pandemic in place. So we've had to adjust.
Santiago Carranza is the president and CEO of Visit Tampa Bay. He's ready because not only is the game on, but the hometown Buccaneers will be on the field. The Bucs will be the first team in Super Bowl history to play the game in its home stadium. But there are changes in place to keep everyone safe. The Kansas City Chiefs won't even get to town until Saturday. The Bucs will be isolated in their practice facility. As for the fans, there will be far fewer. But with the Bucs in the game, locals will be out in force.
It's awesome to be here, to be a resident.
Are you worried? Are you confident? Where's your mind with all this? Maybe if I was in a different city with a different team, I might have some concerns and some doubts. But I know the people here very, very well.
Approximately 7,500 of fans will be vaccinated healthcare workers, special guests of the NFL.
Every fan, every guest, every person that is working at the stadium, when they arrive, will receive a KN95 mask, will receive bacterial wipes, will receive hand wipes.
Officials here are confident their safety plan will work. The key, they say, is for everyone to follow the rules. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Tampa.
A total of 25,000 fans will be inside the stadium for the game. You can watch Super Bowl 55 right here on CBS. We'll be right back.
Menards has the flooring options to make your house feel like your home. And whether you're looking for that elegant, timeless look, a bold and contemporary style, or a sense of comfort, with thousands of options to choose from, we've got you covered. We carry top quality brands in a variety of styles, colors, and patterns, so you'll find that perfect fit for every room. Check out all the flooring options at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Get more help with your laundry at the laundry cleanup sale now at the Brothers Maine.
Save time and money with the latest in laundry from Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana. Maine means more with free delivery on washer-dryer pairs and our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee, so you'll be 100% confident with your purchase. That's why we're the More Store. It's the laundry cleanup sale with more selection, more savings, and more help with your laundry. Only at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. Download the Channel 3000 Firstborn app, sponsored by Group Health Cooperative, and be prepared for anything headed our way.
A nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
So, what do you think?
I love it.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Hurry to get $7,250 in total savings on a Bill Ford Tough F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance, we accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
Hey folks, with the snow and the cold in the forecast, we want to make sure you're prepared.
From pets to pipes, sidewalks, and salt, what you can do now to avoid some pretty big problems. We'll see you starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
News 3 Now, your vaccine information headquarters. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
All right, Dana, ready or not, here it comes.
Here it comes, winter full force for us over the next 10 days. Tomorrow, we have a system that's going to bring in 3 to 6 inches of snow, but it's also going to bring along some mixed precipitation. So we will have some areas with a light ice glaze. Friday, lingering flurries early in the day, then blowing and drifting snow likely later on. After we get through that event, it gets quite cold outside. Afternoon high temperatures will be in the single digits. Overnight lows will stay below 0 through the work week. Wind chills, though, that's where we're really stressing. Down to 35 below possible in the morning. Afternoon wind chills likely not getting above 0 until we get to the following weekend.
All right, Dana, thank you very much. Thank you all for joining us. Do something good, be safe out there, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.